The Paleozoic era is the first of three geologic eras in the Phanerozoic eon, and saw the emergence of almost all of the major animal classes living today. It is split into six time periods, collectively lasting around 290 million years. Generally speaking, the Paleozoic gets little representation in media, and when it is shown, only more popular species get featured, such as Dimetrodon, Anomalocaris, Arthropleura, and Helicoprion. However, there are many species that get overshadowed by these better known creatures, some of which are arguably more interesting. To shed light on these unique animals, here are five Paleozoic creatures that deserve more attention. While not the most obscure animal out there, Hallucigenia is certainly among the more interesting of species. It lived during the mid-Cambrian period in what is now China and Canada, around 518 to 500 million years ago. It was a lobopodian, a type of panarthropod, with its closest living relatives being velvet worms. A tiny invertebrate at only just over 2 inches long at most, it was named after its unusual appearance. Upon initial discovery, scientists thought that its hard spines were legs and its soft legs were tentacles. There are currently three known species of Hallucigenia, each described in 1977, 1995, and 2012. The Ordovician period saw the rise of cephalopods, the first plants, and, more relevant to this entry, the first jawless fishes. Among these early fish was Sacabambaspis, a rather large species for its time, at around 14 inches in length. Sacabambaspis was also a rather widespread species, with fossils having been found in Argentina, Australia, Bolivia, and Oman, Bolivia being the location of some of its best-known specimens. Being a jawless fish, it likely fed along the seafloor, sucking up any plankton, small invertebrates, or scraps left over from larger predators it came across. Its tail had an interesting, thin, rat-like extension, which may suggest a certain swimming style or just be a species-specific feature. By the Carboniferous, cartilaginous fishes were greatly diversifying. Many resembled sharks but were not closely related, while others were close relatives of ratfish. As such was Rainer ichthyes, a member of the extinct group Iniopterygiformes. These fish were small, with the largest species only reaching 20 inches long and entirely known from North America. They are characterized by their pectoral fins being positioned higher up their bodies behind their heads, rather than further down their sides and around their underside. Rainer ichthyes was named after Rainer Zangerl, the curator of fossil reptiles at the Field Museum in 1945, and had bizarre tooth whorls on the end of each jaw. Along with a great diversification of shark ancestors, the Carboniferous also saw the rise of the first amphibians and reptiles. Among the most unique-looking was Platyhystrix, a rather large temnospondyle amphibian from the latest Carboniferous and earliest Permian periods in Kansas and Texas. Reaching up to 3.3 feet in length, its most distinguishing feature was the sail on its back. Platyhystrix is the only known amphibian and among the earliest vertebrates to have developed a sail. Its sail was supported by broad vertebrae and most likely covered in skin, and may have been used for display or temperature regulation. The Permian was a time of great diversification for reptiles, with some branching away from others and starting the lineage that would later become mammals. While some of these early synapsids, occasionally called, albeit annotated term, mammal-like reptiles, appeared bizarre like Edaphosaurus or Dimetrodon, others resembled modern animals. Theriognathus was one of the latter, having a physical appearance akin to some modern weasels or otters and monitor lizards. It lived during the late Permian in South Africa, Tanzania, and Zambia. It was a therocephalian, a Permian Triassic-aged group of therapsids named after their large skulls and large canine teeth. Some therocephalians, such as Euchambergia, are believed to have been venomous, but Theriognathus most likely wasn't. It was a medium-sized member of its clade, reaching up to 3.3 feet in length, and was most likely a carnivore, though its teeth structure also suggests an omnivorous diet. It is well represented in the fossil record, with 56 specimens of it currently known. So there we have it, 5 interesting Paleozoic animals. Did you know of any of these? I personally like to feature lesser known, more obscure species in much of my work, so hopefully you learned something new. The Paleozoic is filled with unique species that deserve more attention, so I'd be more than willing to make another video with these ancient creatures. In this world of AI Dino Sludge videos, I just really wanted to make something interesting with correct information. Most of this info in this video coming from my prior knowledge and proper research I conducted. But yeah, that was this part 1. There will be more coming soon. Anyways, hope y'all enjoyed, and I'll see you again next time.